Hey, what's up, my friends? So welcome back to this month's price action analysis, where I want to bring you deeper into the stock markets because this is where I'm seeing trading opportunities right now. So for this month's video, we'll talk more about the stock markets. So a quick overview, if you look from left to right on this chart over here, this is the chart of the S&P 500. You can see that it's in a long-term uptrend, and as of right now, the market has made a pullback recently and right now seems to be heading higher. So my bias is the same. I'm still looking for buying opportunities. If the stock market is in an uptrend, I look for buying opportunities. If the stock market is in a downtrend, I pretty much just remain in cash. So I simply trade what I see. I see that the stock market is heading up higher over time, so I'm looking to buy. That's it. So before I share with you some of the stock trading opportunities that I'm looking at right now, I want to share with you a very powerful technique, right, that you can apply to the stock markets. And this technique is called relative strength. So for those of you who are unaware, relative strength, right? Relative strength refers to, how strong is a particular stock, right? Compared, right, relative to, for example, the stock market. So for example, if let's say the stock market is up 5% and this particular stock is up 10%, this tells you that this stock is stronger in terms of relative strength. So this is what I like to see, right, when I'm buying stocks. I want to see stocks, right, which are stronger relative to the stock market, relative to the S&P 500. You might be wondering, so how do I do that, right? So this is where, having a watch list of stocks helps, right? And this is where, observing the price action is very critical. So let me share with you a few examples. So if you look at this one here, right? So let me share with you first the stock called Net. Okay, so Net, it's over here. Let me find that one. Here, okay? So if you look at Net on this day, right, on the 1st of October, and the 4th of October, right? So these two candles, the 1st and the 4th of October, right? This stock on the 1st of October pretty much have a bullish price rejection. The next day, close higher once again. So if you look at this, just at this chart itself, right, you can see that it's pretty bullish, right? Because, price coming towards an area of value, like this area of support over here, and yada yada. But that's not all, because where I want you to focus your attention on is on the relative strength on this stock. Because if you look at the stock market on the 1st and the 4th of October, as what I'm going to share with you right now, this is the S&P on the 1st and the 4th of October. This is how it's reacting. So this over here is the 1st of October, okay? And then subsequently, this here is the 4th of October. So if you look at it, right, the 1st of October, and you compare to the 1st of October of the stock I shared with you earlier, Net, they are both having a bullish price rejection. But where it's critical is on the 4th of October. The stock market had a down day, closed bearishly for the day. But if you look at, if you look at this particular candle here on the stock market, on this candle here, you compare this to the 4th of October on the stock Net, which I'm just going to bring up quickly over here, right, which is actually Cloudflare. You can see that on this day, 4th of October, this stock actually closed higher for the day, whereas the S&P is down for the day. So all else being equal, right? If let's say I have a similar trading setup, all the stocks are in an uptrend, they're from an area of value, they all have bullish price rejection. But if one happens, right, to have a stronger relative strength compared to the stock market, you can be sure that I'm looking to buy that one particular stock over the rest. And this is what, pretty much, what happened is that, this market just continued to explode up higher, as you can see over here. So if you compare this to the S&P 500 over the last 2 days, let me just walk you through. Okay, this is the S&P 500. You can see that over the last 2 days, it did went up, right, on here and here. But if you look at the strength of the move, right, it's nowhere as strong, right, as the stock which I've shared with you, Cloudflare, over here. So this is the power of relative strength. So again, right, what's important is that in future when you're trading stocks, right, and you see that, hey, this stock, or rather the market had a down day, but this particular stock had a strong reversal on the day the market is down, right? That's a sign to you that that stock is stronger, could be stronger in terms of relative strength, and there could be a move coming soon. Of course, we don't just trade based on relative strength. We use that as a confluence, right, on top of our price action trading techniques, right, to enter the trade. Okay, so let me give you another example. Let's see, another one is car. Okay, so if you look at this one here, just go look at car. Okay, Avis Budget Group. So if you look at this, let me just take you back in time to this candle over here on this day. This is on the 16th of September. Okay, so let's look at what on the 16th of September, this stock, we had a breakout of this area of resistance. Okay, so on the 16th of September, what is the stock market doing? Okay, just look at the S&P futures. On the 16th of September, it's here. The S&P 500, at least for the futures market, it had a slight down day. over here, right? Whereas the earlier stock that I shared with you, Avis, right? The stock actually broke out, right, to new all-time high. So let me just bring you back to that stock again. Avis Budget Group. This stock over here broke out, right, on this day, as you can see over here. So do you see where I'm coming from? And again, we don't just simply buy this stock because it's stronger in terms of relative strength. For this one, the setup here is simply, right, a breakout with a build up. So you can see that the price at this area of resistance, and then we have this build up form over here. Then the price pretty much broke out of this build up, and not just a normal breakout in terms of relative strength where the stock market had a down day. This stock pretty much break out to new all-time high. So this tells you that this stock is strong in terms of relative strength, and having all this factors together, right, this is where, to me, right, it's a high probability, or it's rather a trading setup that you want to trade over and over again, at least for me. Okay, so in this case, of course, this is a cherry pick chart. This stock will continue to, break out higher. So having this in mind, right, let me share with you a couple of trading setups that I'm looking at, this week or possibly over the next few weeks, right, using this relative strength concept that you've just learned. So two stocks, right, comes to mind right now. Number one, it's again just to bring you back quickly to what the S&P 500 is doing. You can see that right now, it's pretty much heading higher, right, after this pullback over here. It's trying to, head higher over here. So if you look at any stocks right now, let's say if hovering near the highs, right, the stock is likely, right, stronger in terms of relative strength. So one example is this one over here, HMHC. Okay, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Company. So you can see this is stock, right? Unlike the S&P 500, which I've shared with you earlier, which was, making a pullback and which was something like this, right? Making a pullback, continue to go up higher. This stock right now is already forming a build up at the highs, consolidating potential energy, right? Getting ready, in my opinion, right, getting ready to possibly make a breakout. So what happens is that if this stock, right, this stock does break and close above this highs, okay, break and close above it, I am looking to be a buyer to go long on this particular stock, right? And since I can see that this trend is, intact, right, heading higher over time, I'm looking for a trailing stop loss to trail my stop loss and see, how far this stock, or rather this trend, can last. And by the way, disclaimer, right, whatever I'm sharing with you is purely for educational purposes only. Whether you make money, you lose money, it's not my responsibility. It's all on you. Cool? Right? And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, smash the thumbs up button right now, will you? Do it right now. Okay, so this is the first stock that I want to share with you, HMHC, right? In terms of relative strength, this stock is showing good signs of relative strength, and it's in a beautiful uptrend, looking for potential breakout trading opportunities. And another stock to share with you is OLN, Olin Corporation. Kind of similar story, but this one here is, instead of forming a build up, is forming more of a ascending triangle pattern over here. So you see a series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, possibly this one here, into this area of resistance. So again, if the stock can break and close above it, I'm looking to buy, right, this stock, right, which is already in a bullish uptrend. So hopefully this technique, right, this relative strength technique which I've shared with you, right, when you use it to trade the stock markets, it helps you filter in and zoom in, right, on the best of the best trading opportunities, because this is what I look for, right, when I trade the stock markets. And if you want to learn more about such trading techniques, price action, candlestick patterns, support, resistance, and whatnot, you can go down over here to this site over here called Price Action Trading Secrets. Get a copy of my Amazon. It's a Amazon bestseller, by the way, where you will learn, right, professional price action trading strategies to profit in bull and bear markets. And when you get a copy today over here on this site, I will send you a few bonuses. Number one is this Price Action Trading Secrets, the PDF version, so you can download and read immediately. Bonus number two is this position sizing calculator, so you never blow up another trading account. And bonus number three is a part-time trading secrets webinar, where you learn how you can trade part-time and still become a profitable trader. So just go down to this website, click the blue button, and fill in the details, and I'll ship to this book as soon as possible to you. And we have a 60 days money back guarantee. If for whatever reason you find that this book is not for you, just let me know and I'll happily refund you in full, no questions asked. So go do it right now, and I'll talk to you soon.